Good evening and welcome to All About Sport on your weekly local station, CavanTV.com. Each week we will include a wide variety of sport from all around County Cavan. And if you would like your sport featured on the show, simply contact drumlinmedia@gmail.com. So first up this evening, we're going to have a little look back at a video of JJ Nevin, who made his way back to his training camp in County Cavan this week.
A big round of applause and a huge welcome to Cavan and the Cavan 2012 Olympic silver medalist JJ Nevin. Ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome to this Cavan Town Council Mayor's reception for Olympic silver medalist JJ Nevin. I think every time I say JJ's name, we're going to get a big applause, isn't it? Okay, what we're going to do is there's a couple of presentations that we'd like to make to JJ. And just to formally welcome everybody here today to Camp Mayor Des Holland, Mayor of the Cavan County Council, Councillor Paddy O'Reilly, our County Manager, members of the Cavan Local Authorities Executive, invited guests, and just to also acknowledge the President of Niall from Dragon's Den and his dear Sergeant Jason Riley as well. Also to welcome all our elected representatives, the Cavan Town Council, the Cavan County Council, and also our office members who are represented today as well. Can I first of all call our Town Mayor, Councillor Des Holland, to formally welcome JJ Nevin to Cavan.
Good evening everyone. Just got here, manager. I'm not going to name every one of the guests, but can I do something that the Town did? He got a shirt and then he said JJ Nevin. So can I say it's a big welcome to JJ Nevin. On behalf of the members of the Town Council and all of the people of Cavan, it is a really big pleasure for us to be able to host this reception and welcome for JJ today. For the last couple of weeks, we've all watched the Olympics and we've watched every member of the Irish Olympic team doing their towns, their families, their country, and everyone proud. And I think every member of the Irish Olympic team deserves a great round of applause. But we're a bit biased. And over the course, we've loved watching each of our boxers because they have just been fantastic, every single one of them. And they've brought home a record number of medals, and we're so proud of that. But we're even more biased because I know, JJ, you're a Mullingar man. You're proud of it, they're proud of you. But you're part of Cavan Farmers Boxing Show. And we're very, very proud of that. And welcoming JJ back, I think we should also welcome back a man who's been so much behind Cavan Boxing Club for so many years. I was thinking which kind of champions that the club has produced that I can name. And there's too many. But I think it all goes down to one man in particular, and I know he'll share credit with many, many others, but I think Tony McMahon stand up and pay a round of applause. So give a big cheer, very good. This man was named champions. I know you all want to hear the man himself, so all I'm going to say is that over the last couple of weeks, we've been glued to every one of your fights. I think we've tried to dodge every punch with you, we've tried to throw every punch with you. When we watched you in that semi-final, I reckon that was the best display of boxing I have seen ever. And in the final you did, your town, your country and everyone proud. We're delighted that you've come back with a silver medal. It's something that you totally deserve, and we really hope that you enjoy the success that I know is going to keep coming. This is just one step in the road. You've got so many more steps to go. So on behalf of the Town Council, I just want to say a big congratulations to JJ Nevin, and to let him know that this town is very proud of him. And I think just to show our appreciation to him, we have just a small little gift, and I know he's going to get loads of gifts, and nothing like that medal that's hanging around his neck, and I'd love to have a look at that. But just on behalf of our council and the people of Cavan, we just have a wee present to say congratulations to JJ and best of luck for the very future. So everyone, once again, give JJ a big round of applause and enjoy the rest of the evening and enjoy the rest of the class.
One more presentation to make to JJ before we hear from JJ and also his manager Brian going as well. Our next speaker is our council manager, Mr. Jack Keats, and also chair of the FEC for the Flower Organising Committee. So please ask Mr. Keats to come forward and present you now.
Thank you, Brian. It's a great night for Cavan. We have a great progress since last Friday, and it's going great. And to cap it all off tonight, we have a huge sporting hero in our town. The greatest success I think that was happening to Cavan in a sport like a boxing for decades. It's just a great night. There's just only one little thing I'd like to draw your attention to, and particularly for the young people here. 4 years ago, JJ Nevin came home from the Olympics, thinking he should have won the medal, but didn't. What did he do? We got together, we trained harder, tried harder, and he came up and played first this time using his own words. So I think for that, we should congratulate him and give him a great round of applause. I would very much like to present it with a memento of the flag, because I think that's very appropriate tonight. So that's going forward, bring up to the front of the stage, and we make a presentation of our flag power on and our special t-shirt.
Welcome back. So next up on our show this evening, I am joined by Tony McMahon, founder of the Cavan Wellness Centre in Cavan. So Tony, you're very welcome to the show. Thank you very much for taking the time to come in and talk to us. So I'm sure our viewers will notice you're not a Cavan man, you're a Dublin native. That's now true, living and working in Cavan. So Tony, tell us a little bit about your background, a bit about yourself, and how the idea came about to set up the Wellness Centre in Cavan.
Well, I was in the army for 25 years. I was a sergeant in the Signal Corps, and one of my jobs was a fitness training instructor. And I got into fitness and marathons and all that, and I was getting a lot of injuries as well. and I found then that I got a great interest then in yoga as a kind of a remedy. What was happening was I was under a lot of stress.
With work, was it?
No, it was on the other side, on the private life.
Yeah.
So what was happening was stress affects the body in different ways. In my case, I was getting eye infections, anterior uveitis, and sinus infections, kidney infections. So in those days, it wasn't the internet Google thing. There was, you had to go looking in books. And when you look for cures for stress, yoga kept coming up all the time, you know. So I started looking at it, got into yoga, and then the teacher said I should become because of my instruction in the army, my teaching techniques, he said you should become a yoga teacher. And it took off from there then, you know.
So that's it all began. So you took on, you trained to become a yoga teacher.
Irish School of Yoga, yeah.
And then you set up the wellness centre.
No, that's
before
not,
that.
There's another story. Yeah. So what happened was I met this lovely lady from Coot Hill, and
like these stories.
I got a job actually in Cavan, which was great, and so I moved to Cavan. It was grand, and the job fell through. And because I think of my age profile, there's not really much. There is no work for people my age as such. So I had to kind of reinvent myself, you know that way.
Yeah.
So I just thought, well, what could I? I had to kind of use whatever talents I had, like which in this case was the yoga. I also have a Tai Chi instructor's course and massage therapy and stuff like that. So I've always wanted a wellness centre, and the aim of the wellness centre would be then to enhance the quality of people's lives. So we could enhance the life through what we provide is like yoga, Tai Chi, Pilates. We have counselling, psychotherapy. We have massage therapy and dry needling technique. Yeah. You know what I mean? We have
this is excellent to have this, and this right here in Cavan. I know I've looked before and I've always had an interest, like I'm sure lots of our viewers out there are very interested, and lots of people are always asking. So where, if people want to find the wellness, where is the wellness centre in Cavan? What's your location?
It's located off Town Hall Street. So if you're going up Town Hall Street, past the Town Hall, and just before you come to the post office, Carol's Bakery will be on the right hand side. There's an entrance to the wellness centre on the left hand side into the car park. It's the old Northern Sound. Can I say that?
Yeah.
It's the old Northern Sound studio. It's the old Northern Sound studio. So it's I got it there, so it's grand.
Brilliant. And how long has the centre been open?
A year and a half.
And how's it going for you so far?
It's going slow. It's not really about the money, as such. It's just about building up word of mouth and just having good and quality stuff,
I think may go to a video, and it might help our viewers to maybe understand a little bit more about yoga. This is yourself in action, Tony.
Is it not? I think it's George Clooney, is it?
Or it's George Clooney, yeah.
George Clooney.
So you might just talk, so namaste.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with all of
it. That's the salute. So the mountain pose. So starts off, there you go, stretching the spine, upwards, breathing in. So you're elongating the spine there. This is just a series of movements that are normally done in the morning, but you can do them anytime, obviously.
And how many times would you do this kind of series of
Well,
movement?
see, there's a right side and there's a left side. The right side represents the AM, the morning. The left side represents the PM. So you could do them, like you could do a full hour of this if you wanted,
For these people with busy schedules and lifestyles.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes in the morning.
If you could kind of devote 10 minutes every day.
10 minutes would be fine. And this would, as you can see, like you're bending the spine a lot. There's a good calf stretch there now.
And how close you can get your heels to the ground there is like how flexible you are.
Could do a little bit better too, I might add. But, it's a great way of loosening up in the morning.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is to work through these what they call chakras, the energy spots in the body, and the whole sun salute works through the whole 7 chakras.
So you see there, like your straight legs,
breathing in,
and all is in. Yeah. So the breathing techniques are equally as important as the moves.
Yes.
It's all.
Yes. See, the whole idea is to marry the movement with the breath. So what you're doing is you're working in harmony with the body. Yeah. Yoga means union. So you're unifying the body, mind, and spirit. When you have a flowing sequence like this, you want to be able to breathe in at the right moment, stretch the body. But here's the thing, you don't want to think.
Yeah.
The body will just do what it knows what to do. You just step out of the way. That's why people get the results, that the mind takes a break as well, you see. And they're just totally present and mindful. and that's the main reward, and that is very good for stress.
Yeah. So you're there. So for 3 breath cycles.
You hold that for 3 breath cycles.
Yeah.
That main point. Every other sequence is done in 1. But I mean, you can hold it for 2.
Now, you know, by looking at that, people probably think, you know, what's the benefits of this? Sure, he's just putting his arms up, bending his legs. But really, I mean, and I can, you know, I understand the benefits of the yoga, and I was surprised in such a short space of time, the benefits I got from yoga. And you know, anybody with injuries or with maybe, you know, I suppose problems with any illnesses or anything, or as you said, stress, it really benefits, you know, people in a lot of ways. You know, people are looking at that thinking, sure, what's the benefit of that?
Well, like when you bend backwards and present your arms up like that, so like people have a lot of tension in the chest. So a lot of people breathe incorrectly. Well, wrong is the wrong word, you know what I mean? You should be breathing into the abdominal area, slows everything there. But a lot of people hold tension in the chest. So when you throw up your hands and present them to heaven, you're stretching out the chest. And also bending the throat back like that. It kind of releases any kind of tension in the throat.
Also, people don't really use their breathing properly. People don't breathe properly.
No, you'd be surprised how many people come in and this part of muscle, this is called a pec, they start to get tension here. So they're kind of holding it all here, you know that way. So when you slow everything down and just breathe in slowly, everything just, and then connect with the present moment. It really is like...
So it's not about intensity and...
No,
you know,
that's Ashtanga would be that. That's the school of yoga, very intense, strong, very disciplined. Then there'd be like Kundalini yoga, they'd have the intensity as well.
So the yoga you offer is
Hatha.
It's the Hatha yoga.
Yeah. So Hatha means Ha is the sun and Ta is the moon. Yeah. So you have this duality. So you would have male and female. If you've seen the yin yang, you know what I mean. You have this like, you know, heavy and light.
Yeah.
So even say like on the breath. So where does this Hatha come in on the breath? So you would say like on the dynamic inhalation, it's strong. That's a male, strong, fortifying breath. And the exhaling is a soft, nurturing female. So you mean, so you'd have the male and the female, and in every kind of a situation. You know the way?
Right, yeah.
That's just a kind of philosophy thing, like, you know what I mean? But the stress, people are very stressed. I mean, the thing, what happens is, with the present current climate, people are really on the edge, you know the way? And they're coming to me and they're stressed out, and it's kind of sad to say, because you know they can't even just lie down on the mat for 5 minutes without moving. You know what I mean? The mind is constantly ticking away and looking around. Whereas a lot of students who've been coming for years, they you know, no problem to them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
no
they
problem,
totally switch off, because it's very good. It's very good in many ways. You see, it's good physically. Obviously, you're stretching muscles you didn't even know you had or whatever.
Yeah.
You're calming the mind down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're settling down. But also it's good emotionally, because what you're doing is, you see, your self-esteem. You see, you're allotting time for your own self-esteem. You're worth this effort. You with me?
Yes.
You're worth taking time out for yourself to look after yourself. There's a part of you that knows, I better start looking after myself here. You know the way?
Yeah.
I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to have a heart attack.
So something like yoga can just help people take a step back, and I suppose you're being in the present moment and being mindful, and you know, live in the present. People are so worried, and try and leave the worry aside, maybe just to kind of that bit of release and tension.
Well,
you know,
it's not. That's one aspect of it too. But like, it's accepting the present moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that is the hardest thing in the whole universe, is to accept what is. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want this. I want something else.
Yeah.
You know the way? So, if we could ever get round to that, terrific, you know.
Exactly. Tony, tell me, the different classes you offer on your website. If you just give it out to our viewers, your website is, so people could check this out. And your classes are starting again in September, and you've an amazing array of classes that people should get involved in. But you have a lovely website, and if you give it out there to our viewers,
it's cavanwellnesscentre.ie.
Right, so that's www.cavanwellnesscentre.ie. So if you're interested in yoga, you want to try it, or you've been looking for a class, I think you offer pregnancy yoga and mother and baby yoga for all you new mums.
I don't do them classes. My friend does them classes.
You have another lady that comes into them classes, and also you offer Tai Chi. So there's lots of different things.
Yes.
That the Wellness Centre offers.
And we're constantly looking for anybody who has an idea. If somebody had an idea for a class,
to contact you,
because it's for Cavan town.
Right. So if there's anyone out there watching, who would or interested in maybe starting a class up, you're always
of course, yes,
so they'll get your details and everything, Tony. I know we're running out of time, and we knew this would happen. I'll have to get you in again, as you said. There's lots we could talk about, and we could go on about the benefits for sports people, but we'll save that for another show.
Thank you very much.
But we're going to, I'll just thank you very much for coming in, Tony, and we'll just finish up there by showing yoga in action. This is the Sun Salute in Cavan. So thank you very much, Tony McMahon. Cheers. And check out Cavan Wellness Centre, and here's a clip again for you all, so you can get practicing at home. Yes, welcome back. So next up on the show, we are joined by James Brady, a handballer from County Cavan. So James, you're very welcome to the show. Thanks for taking the time to come in and talk to us. So you're a teacher in St. Patrick's College here in Cavan. You're a Mullahoran man, and you are also a very successful handballer, and you're busy in preparation for the All-Irelands that are coming up tomorrow, and you've taken time out of your training to come in and speak to us.
I did, yeah.
You've James, you were saying, well, first of all, congratulations on making it to the All-Irelands, to the finals. You had a disappointment the other day in the singles, but you have a silver medal, but you're also now hoping to get one up on the team, and
yeah, well, hopefully that's unfortunate, the singles I just didn't get going, and against a lad from Tipperary. And not taken away from him, he's a very good player. Even if I played really well, I don't know how well I would have done against him, but it was just his day, I suppose. But unfortunately now I have to play himself again, and
in the doubles with your partner,
Patrick
Carkin,
and I'm playing the two guys then tomorrow evening in Mullahoran. So we have a home venue, so I'm looking forward to getting maybe a little bit of revenge, and try and get a Gold All-Ireland title in the big court. But see what happens, just going to just enjoy the game and look forward to it, and try and get a good night's sleep tonight.
Yeah, and we're holding, here we have him come into Cavan TV, and you should be at home resting, but so you're also involved in the Cavan County Handball Board, and you've been a huge influence and driving force in, I suppose, rejuvenating handball in St Patrick's College.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's not just all down to myself, but it's down to the staff, the college, and then I suppose the lads who helped me out, and I helped them as well, and we formed a committee with Paul Fitzpatrick, the chairman, Eddie Halligan, and Paul Cal as well.
We've had the lads in here before,
yeah.
And so you're like involved in, I suppose, getting the young kind of under 14s, the juveniles at a young age, and
yeah, well, St Patrick's it's very, very good for kind of like a conveyor belt of new students coming in every year, like with first years starting from the age of 13 up, maybe even 12, and just working with them throughout the 5 years they're in college, maybe 6 years in the college, and just introducing them to handball. They have the choice if they want to participate in sport or not, but if they don't want it, they don't have to, but it's there for them, you know, and we kind of recruit the lads as much as we can, and then we have many competitions for them to play then if to help them out.
How many courts do you have up in St Patrick's College?
We have 2 indoor courts, for 40 by 20 courts, and then we have 2 outdoor alleys, and with the new school being built, we're hoping to have 2 one-wall courts in the new PE hall.
Okay.
So we'll have overall 6 then.
Wow, so it's going to be you know, major kind of school to maybe get involved in handball. If there's any players out there, that's the place to go. And will you be hosting competitions or anything like that in the college?
Yeah, we have many competitions throughout the year in the college, and we have the one that I suppose that students always remember is the first year leagues, and it's when you first come to the college. It's the one that all the students really want to win, and it's just brings back to a thought like when Paul Brady's the world #1, and he went to school in St Patrick's College, and at the time Father John Culhooly was developing handball at the time, and he did the one wall competition, or the one wall, but the first year leagues, and they always asked Paul, I suppose you won the first year leagues, and Paul says no, I didn't even make it to the final. He got beaten, but that just goes to show even if you don't get to the final of the first year leagues, you can still end up being a very, very good player.
Yeah.
You know.
So there's lots of time for them. There's still and I suppose just to talk a little bit more about yourself, you know, you've competed in many world championships, and that's something that's coming up now again this October. So how's preparations going for that?
It's going okay, I suppose. I've been training all summer, and been fairly disciplined and doing all kinds of training for the specific court that I'm in. It's a big court. It's different from the one that will be played in October, but at the same time the skills and the training will transfer easily enough. I have to, because after tomorrow, after the Ireland final tomorrow, I'll have to start back into the training for the small court again, and then consider then asking the principal, can I get the time off in October?
Can I ask him there now if you want?
I'll ask him, yeah.
Hopefully he's not watching.
Yeah, you never know.
Or is, but you know, so you know, you've been playing since under 14s, juveniles, minors, All Irelands, and you know now you're playing at intermediate level. So you know, like Paul Brady, there's a huge I suppose influence in the county with handball, and a lot of excellent players, but we really hope that you go all the way tomorrow, yourself and Patrick Clark, and I wish you the best of luck. Thanks and you can you know, get your own back on the Tipperary men, but also best of luck in the World Championships, and hopefully you'll be able to come back into us in October and with some good news, and a cup or a trophy.
Well, a world title hopefully of some degree.
Well, you know, we have our fingers crossed here. But James, thank you again, and thank you for coming in again. Thank you very much. I think we're going to have to leave it at that. But thank you very much to Tony McMahon from Cavan Wellness Centre, and James Brady, handballer and teacher in St Patrick's College, County Cavan, and also congratulations again to JJ Nevin. So that brings an end to All About Sport. So next week I'll be back again at 7 o'clock, and if you would like your sport featured on the show, simply contact drumlinmedia@gmail.com. So thank you very much to all our guests, and I'll be back again. So good night from me, Louise O'Reilly.